Right now, I am headed towards the beach, and this is like one of the neighborhoods that's close by to the beach. I believe it's called Playita, this like neighborhood, but this street right here is Calle Barbosa, and there's also a boxing gym. Excuse me if it's shaky. I just came from down the hill. It's kind of hilly over here, not too bad, but but yeah. So there's like a basketball court to the left, right there by that stop sign. And when you go down this street right here to the right, you'll pass like a boxing gym and then another basketball court. And the basketball court that's to the right, it has a roof, and it's like a night basketball court as well. So yeah, I just wanted to show this neighborhood right here, just my journey. I've been pretty much walking for about an hour now from Rio Piedra. I would take I don't know what street I would like walk down. I don't remember like seeing the name, but it's basically like you walk down one street a long way and it leads you all the way until eventually you'll make like a right. But most of the directions to get to the beach is pretty simple and basic. But yeah, it's probably about 85, 90 degrees right now. It hasn't been that many people outside or anything like that. And in this area, the sidewalks are not very sidewalky. For the most part, people walk in the street, which is already natural for me to do anyway. And also in this area, I noticed that people have a lot of like their businesses like inside attached to their home. Like they'll make their drive-through like a they'll make their drive-through like a restaurant where people can pull up and drive up, and if you just know about it, you know about it. And this one place, I believe it's this street or the next street over. And I just found them because I was just walking past, and they asked me like, "How did you even find out about this?" And I'm like, "Well, I usually walk to the beach, and I just happened to smell the food." And he's like, "Where was you walking from?" And I'm like, Rio Piedra, because for like a normal person, um, I believe he's doing construction. But sometimes them kind of walks might be very difficult, like that far for people who are not really used to it. But since I did this walk so many times, it's good for me. It feels really good, especially when I get to this point where I'm at now, because I know I'm not that far. And I also got to teach myself to walk slower, walk a lot slower when I'm doing videos, because I'm so used to walking fast. Because I don't want too much of a shaky video, but at the same time I think it gives just like a realistic type of view. I like to focus the camera in the direction that I will be looking at that time. So right here I could continue to go straight, or I can make this left right here and then like go down one of these streets. So I'm gonna just make this left right here, and then I could just basically pick one of these streets that I want to make a right and go down. So I'm gonna just pick this street right here, and I'm gonna take this right, and I'm gonna go down, and then you'll basically just like see from there how it kind of leads to the beach or whatever. So when I first was figuring this out, it didn't have too much of like the actual, like it didn't tell me too much about like this is how I had to figure this out. Basically I had to figure this out. And another thing too is when you're walking in certain residential streets, if the dogs are not familiar to you, they're gonna come up to you, they're gonna be asking you questions like, where you at, who you is, where you from, what, all that type of stuff. But one thing I noticed too is that people like to take really, really good care of their cars out here too. It's like car washes everywhere, really nice cars, shiny cars. I rarely see dirty cars at all out here, but yeah, so just be careful, like, you know, if you are a person that is like scared of dogs and stuff like that, just know that if you don't react and you act like you don't see them, they will literally leave you alone. Like, they might keep barking to try to intimidate you, but they just be making noise. Like, they don't ever actually really do anything, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so all the way at the end of this street is like the highway where like that building, that white building all the way back there is. And I would basically, when I get down there, I would make a right, but like right behind that building, like where that building is at, is basically where the beach is at. But before you get there, it's like a highway. So yeah, but yeah, just wanted to show y'all, you know, just different parts of Puerto Rico. It has a lot of diversity. I said this area is called Playita, but it's also Santorce. It's a section of Santorce. I would usually go down that street right there and take this all the way down, and I can, but you know, I just feel like going down this street right now. But yeah, I hear a dog's like breath, like, you know, like sometimes they'll come up behind you and bark. You know, like I said, as long as you don't react, even if they barking and come up on you, you know, just act like you don't see them. Just mind your business. They don't mind their business. They really just be trying to protect their neighborhood, their peoples. You know, no different than people who might sit outside all the time, how they might look at you. Or like, I've even lived places like when I first moved on McCullough Street in Baltimore. My first time walking down the street, they was yelling, unknown, unknown, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess based off of whatever activity they was doing, they needed to let people know that it was somebody they didn't recognize or somebody that they wasn't familiar with walking down the street or whatever. So it's not that different than like dogs and animals and stuff like that. And one thing too, I realized when it comes to vlogging is like, don't be afraid. Like, don't be nervous. Don't, you know, allow other people and external factors to like play a part negatively when it comes to what you would normally do if that person wasn't around, if that person didn't see you. You know, like, just continue to do your thing. And you know, I'll be making these videos and I'll be talking out to the world, to strangers, to people I don't know, but I'll also be, you know, talking to myself. But you see how the highway right there, how the cars is going more fast? So before I even get over there though, so there's like a little section over there too. It kind of looks like a skate park to me, but it's not a skate park. But yeah, I would take this right here. So usually when I come this way, I would be coming down one of these streets. So I would usually take like this street right here, and this place, this Club de Domino, would be like on my left or whatever. But like I said, I decided to go down that street that I went down. And yeah, this is the boxing gym I was talking about earlier. I used to go to that boxing gym, and it's free. I think most of the boxing gyms and stuff are free in Puerto Rico, from what I've been told. You just have to, like, if you want to be serious and be professional, you just have to pay for like the license and stuff like that. But to train is free. Gimnasio Playita. It's a cool vibe in there. When I was in there, I was one of the only women in there, which is cool, because like when I did karate when I was younger, I was also one of the only women in there. But I'm just used to like when I was doing certain sports, I'm used to people like pushing me, like, you know, like kind of like being hard on me. Like, he was being too easy on me, and it felt weird. Like, it felt really weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know how somebody's hard on you because they can see like the potential in you if they your coach. But I'm just like, this man is acting like, I don't know. I didn't know what to think about it. So I just ventured off into doing other things with my time. That's when I had started working at the embroidery store or whatever. But now that I'm moving closer to this area, like my new apartment is very close to the area that I'm in right now, I probably will find another exercise gym like boxing routine to get back into or whatever. I really love dance, you know, so it would be cool if I could find like a dance type of gym to sign up to, or, you know, something like that. That would be really fun. But yeah, I could tell they building this a lot because it wasn't this it hadn't progressed that much the last time I seen it. I didn't really know what it would be, but I see like they working on it. But yeah, so this is the highway, you know what I'm saying? And basically this is now like Carolina. So it goes from like Playita Santurce to Carolina, which is, Carolina is right by the airport basically. So if you're coming from Rio Piedra, right, there's the Plaza Luisa, and not the big one, but the other one. So basically Plaza Luisa Express, right? You'll basically go left towards the like housing office and food stamp office. You'll pass like a barbecue chicken place. Oh shit! This dog just scared the shit out of me because I wasn't expecting him. He behind this damn gate. Ooh, I know y'all saw my hand shake. I just wasn't expecting him, but you know what I'm saying? Little ass dog too that I know not gonna do shit. And I was just talking earlier, like, just act like you don't see him. Yo, that's so funny. When I watch this back, I'm gonna go to that moment, you know, and I'm gonna see like how much I was really shaking because my phone is kind of dark right now, so I can't really see like that. But anyway, so in this area though, there are other animals. I forgot what I was talking about before that happened, but there's other animals. Like sometimes they be having horses back here. People have horses in different places, and I notice always where the horse is at that I've seen in Puerto Rico, it's always near like certain residential communities or like public housings. Like it would be right nearby or right outside, even in Mayagüez too. So yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. But oh yeah, I think I was saying like how it just transitions from Playita to Carolina, which is near the airport, and then I was talking about like wanting to find like a dance gym or whatever. You see how this looks like a regular apartment complex? Like in the United States, this would just be a regular apartment complex, but it's like specifically for certain type of housing, and I've just noticed that. Like I've noticed that like maybe in Carolina is different, because I know I think it's called Plaza Escorial. Over there I seen like a regular apartment where it was real nice. It looked just like the ones I see like in Florida, like just like a regular apartment building. You know, it got a gate out front. It's real nice. You know, it's real close to like Planet Fitness and other places, Walmart, Home Depot and stuff. And I could tell that it wasn't public housing and that it wasn't Section 8. Like it was completely different. Like for some reason you could just tell, like, but that was the only one I seen that was like that, where it was just like a regular apartment you could just apply for it, and you know, they probably take you on a tour to show you the apartment and shit like that. But the other places, it'd be kind of different. Like I just noticed that. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, behind here That's sometimes where I would see like horses and stuff. But yeah, this walk it's pretty long, and I am walking kind of slower than I usually would. But I know that I'm very, very close. And like when I first start out, sometimes like, well, it depends on how I feel. But like today, for instance, like I just wanted to listen to music all the way up until I got to like Playita Santorce. When I got there, that's when I was like, okay, I can start recording now. You know, I don't mind walking a little slower now because I'm closer. And I know whenever I get in this area, I know it'd be a whole lot of wind. Once you get closer to the beach, that's when it'd be a whole lot of wind, and it just feels so good. And I'm just very, very grateful. And you know, today's Sunday, you know, and Sunday is about your solar plexus, and don't be spooked out with words, but it is about worshiping yourself, you know, giving yourself the certain amount of attention. Sundays are always a good day to, you know, go get facials and pedicures and, you know, just treat yourself. That's the time you can take a real long bath if you want, and just like, you know, celebrate yourself and stuff. But I feel like it's always really good to celebrate yourself. Do everything in moderation, of course, and don't be, you know, thinking you too high on the horse or anything like that. But I feel like it's always good to just celebrate yourself and celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate how far you've come in life, and like everything you've accumulated up until the point where you at. And you know, them times you felt like you don't know how you was going to get through things, and you was able to get through it every single time. So especially if you was able to do a lot of shit without anybody else, like that shit feels really good. Like where, you know, like you capable of doing shit at times where you didn't even have the tools and the materials you thought you needed to get through things. You was able to get through it without those things and still have satisfaction and gratitude. And now you're able to get those things you thought you needed and more, and you can use them for other stuff. And you know that even without those material things, you know, you're able to accomplish so much. So you can just, it's just like it's just like icing on the cake, you know. But yeah, this area feels so good. Like I just love the way the wind is just blowing and blowing. Like that shit feels so good, especially it being so fucking hot and me already having been walking for all this time. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if it's still recording. Yeah, but basically I'm gonna walk all the way down past this green sign, and then I'm gonna take a left, and on the right it's gonna be a supermarket. I'm actually gonna go in that supermarket. I don't know if they're gonna be open, but they're usually 24 hours, and I feel like the places that be 24 hours, sometimes they still be open even on like holidays and shit. So I'm gonna see, and if not, I would just make a left and go towards Punta Maria skate park. I really like that area. I love where the water is at there. The water is real calm, and the waves is real calm, and it's just like a good place, a good vibe. And I got my paint with me, I got my watercolors with me, and, you know, I'm just feeling really good. I just had such a beautiful walk and exercise. And before I left the house, I had ate some totone with spinach, and last night I had the same thing, but I also had a salad with like salmon in it, and then like another salad with like whiting. Like I was just feeling it. It was real good, and I had like a lot of it. But yeah, and like, you know, today I had a little bit more. Well, I was gonna say when I woke up, but I didn't even go to sleep yet. I just been up, you know, and I just love how vivid and beautiful and memorable my dreams be. When I be like, if I don't sleep for like 2-3 days or something, that dream that I'll have when I do go to sleep, I feel like it really be like, I just like that feeling. I like those kind of dreams. So I do like to stay up a lot, and it's not hard for me to stay up. So, you know, I'm just like, I'm already up, you know, let me just go go ahead and go to the beach. You know, it's Sunday. I got a yellow bathing suit. Sunday is about your solar plexus. You know, as I stated before. But yeah, that wind is blowing, boy. But yeah, the beach is just basically behind those buildings over there. Like right in between those buildings, behind those buildings, on the side of those buildings is the beach. And like once I get to the end of this, that's when I could like start to see the water and stuff. But yeah, you see that sign? It says Carolina Aeropuerto Marginal Villamar. Carolina Airport. I'm not sure what Marginal means, or if I'm even saying that right. But margin or something, I don't know, I'm not sure. Salida is exit. So if you come to a Spanish speaking place and you driving and you might not know what the signs, it's kind of common sense though, because of where the sign is at. You see how it's green and it got the arrow. You know, you can kind of put two and two together. But whenever you see salida, that means exit. So if you see salida on the door, it means exit. If you see it on the highway, it means exit. If you see it in the drive-thru, it means exit. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy, and I can't wait to get in the water. I can't wait to start painting. I feel like I'm painting right now, and I'm in the water right now, though. Like, me just, sweating so much from this walk, and the sun shining on me. You know what I'm saying? And like me just talking about shit. Water plays out differently in different atmospheres. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're talking, and that air is traveling, breath is coming out your mouth, but you also got saliva and shit. Like, so you talk too much, you might accidentally spit. You know what I'm saying? While you talking, which is air. You know what I'm saying? And it's fire, because what you're talking about probably your vision. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many examples of how water plays out differently in different atmospheres. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm getting closer and closer. One day I'm gonna have a bike. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say one day. I got a bike, you feel me? You feel me? I got a bike right now, and I'm on that bitch, and I just got that bitch in slow mode because I'm appreciating the hill. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just don't be in like one day type of thing, because it'll be one day forever. Like, one day this will happen, one day that. Just change it to 2 day instead of 1 day. 2 day. Show yourself what you really value in, because the second house is about what you value, what you have to offer to the world. And what I have to offer to the world, is what I'm doing right now. My vision, my perspective, my way of doing things. Like, if I wanted to go to the airport, I would continue to walk that way. And I have done it. I have walked from my house to the airport with a whole bunch of bags too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because people might think, or I even thought slightly, not really, but like, damn, like, this is kind of hard. But once I tap into, like, this is your only choice, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do this, this is what you're gonna have to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this is Supermax right here. I think it is open because there's like a lot of cars in the parking lot. But yeah, like, you might feel like you don't know how you're gonna do something, and then it's like, do you have another choice? Like, do you have another choice at this point? And then you do that shit, and then that opens up other options for you to be able to do shit in other ways. But you see how you can see, like, let me stop real quick. See how you can see the ocean from here? That's what I was saying. You can see these buildings all the way up from that neighborhood that I just came from. And this is very close to the new neighborhood that I have moved to. I just got some last, like, paperwork and stuff like that to do. And then instead of me walking as far as I walked today and how far I usually been walking, it's like not as long, you know what I'm saying? And I get to come a lot more frequent, and and stuff like that. So I'm just very, very grateful. And Like, I'm super grateful. Like, it's so crazy because when I was living on the beach in Boquerón, it was like when I got the opportunity, I didn't even get the opportunity. I created the damn opportunity. But when I was like, I can live on the beach, right? I would just tell myself like that like I could live on the beach. The beach is free. It's 24 hours. It don't close. I could live on the beach. Period. Right? Found me little hiding spots and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I was able to connect in a way where like at Boquerón they got these abandoned cabins. So that's how you know you're really at the beach. You feel that wind. Ooh, that shit feels so good. But in Boquerón, right? Like they got these cabins on the beach in this apartment building that's on the beach, but it's like kind of abandoned because since the hurricane happened. And one of the people that worked there, he had gave me the key for one of the cabins, you know what I'm saying? And so I was staying in the cabin. He wasn't supposed to let me stay in there, but he gave me the key. You know, the key was kind of fucked up because it's like you can open it, but you like can't lock it type shit. So he done changed the damn locks for me, gave me a brand new key, you know what I'm saying? That was my hiding spot. Like, it was right up my alley, or, you know, I don't usually say that type of phrase, but I'm just saying, like, that's what it was. Like, it was in my element, basically. Like, that was all me. Like, hiding spots, running from shit, doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing, creating my own opportunity and shit like that. But yeah, I'm just saying that because at that time, the plumbing and shit like that wasn't working, like, inside of there. At first, the electricity wasn't working. Then one day, the electricity started working. So I was grateful, like, wow, I could charge my phone. And then I found some places around there where it would be one place, the shower working outside, but the shower would be, like, outside or whatever because it's, you know, it's like cabins and shit. So I found one where it was actually working. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm grateful for that. And then I found another place where I'm like, I could use the bathroom over here. I could shower over here. I found a neighborhood where they got mangoes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, wow, like I'm just so grateful. And then once I moved, I was like, wow, like I'm so grateful for indoor plumbing at this point. I'm so grateful that I can I'm so grateful that I can shower, use the bathroom, sleep, and all of that stuff in the same place, in the same location. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm glad that certain things happened the way that it did because it showed me like how I can easily improvise and how much I can appreciate more when, you know what I'm saying, things start to like change up or whatever. Ooh, they got grapes, and they only $1.73. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some grapes. We're gonna get some grapes. My voice probably sounds crazy after all that walking. Ooh, do I want some kombucha? I think it's kombucha though, but I be saying kombucha. Let me see. This one is jengibre de limon. Yeah, I think I want these grapes, and I think I want a kombucha. So I'm gonna decide which one I'm gonna get. They got one with pineapple in it, one with pineapple and kale and cucumber, one with menta melon, one with hibiscus, flor de jamaica, jengibre y limon. But which one do I want? Maybe I just want the ginger beer. Or, let me see. No, I'm gonna get this one. Flor de jamaica. And I probably want a water tea. Let me see. I'm still trying to decide. And I know one thing too is like, I know sometimes people like record, they be like really paying attention to the camera and shit. And I don't. Oh, here go the water off. All right, so I'm gonna end it right here. Yeah.